Hello, hello. Welcome in, Charlotte. Thank you for being first today. And you have a mocha with whip, which sounds delicious. Also, thank you for your happy flap. How are you doing? I hope you are doing fantastic. Hydrate already. Oh my god, we're go and a posture check. Damn. We not shrimping here. Denial on shrimpification. I accept. Hydration is key. Oh, should we go straight into our game? I can't remember exactly what we did last time. I think I died in the mines. I'm not 100% sure though. But it's been hectic. When did I stream? I streamed on Sunday. And I haven't streamed since. It's Thursday now. I went to London again. I drove to London on Monday. Spent 2 nights there. My mum went... Well, I took my mum to see BTS. She had a great time. I recorded the show for her the entire time. And then I came back yesterday and I just slept because I was exhausted. It was an exhausting trip, but I am very glad my mum had a good time and screamed her little face off, and she got to see her favorite boy band. 30 stream streak, let's go, Charlotte. Look at you flexing. So yes, we are just gonna go straight into game. I hope you have been well. Okay, last game time we were in the mines and I died. Her bias? Oh. What's his name? She loves Jungkook and Tae? Is it Tae? Or something? I don't know. The one, yeah, Jungkook and Tae. See, I'm more of a Stray Kids fan myself, so it was a lot of good fun though. If I was to pick a bias from BTS, it would be Jimin. I love Jimin. He's a little sweet angel. And I do love a flirt. Do you have a bias, Charlotte? Are you a BTS fan? Okay, we're gonna get our coffee. We'll get our blessing. V. That's the one. V. Okay. We have to reach the bottom of the mines. We got to 107. You're a fan? Ooh, who's your bias? Tell us. I believe it's, yeah, Jungkook and V that are her bias. The one who's supposedly dating Jungkook, she loves those two. She loves them all, but she loves those two. Oh god, I can't go in the mines today. Okay. Jin, yeah. It was a very good show. Oh god, the baby went in the air. They are great performers, I'll tell you that. Okay. Yeah, Linus. Show off. I feel out of touch. I feel like I don't know how to stream. Oh, I'm so dramatic. So dramatic. But yeah. I feel that. Jin is a cutie pie. That is for sure. I just gravitate towards Jimin because I have no clue. He has the aura about him, you know? I do like Jungkook as well. But I think that's more tattoos. Well, he is. They're all handsome, aren't they? He is worldwide handsome. Yes. I know. My mum talked all about them the entire drive up. But I'm glad she had a great time. Okay. I don't think I have any jade left, right? Oh, I have 40. So I could possibly do these mines on Sunday. We just have to get to the bottom. That is it. Just to the bottom. I can't remember if we did any decorating last time either. Can you all hear the music, or is it just too quiet? Hopefully you can all hear it. Okay. We must pet the chicken. But yeah, now she's already saving money for when they tour again, because she's like, they are definitely gonna tour again. So that means I now have to save money for when they tour again, because she wants to get a box next time. So God help me. She wants the VIP experience. I think I need to make more of the loom things, to be honest. Okay, we haven't got long left of winter either. Alright, we have another ostrich egg. Do I need an ostrich? No. Oh my god, I've got so much milk. I need more cheesemakers too. This is the problem. Do not eat the purple mushroom. We have so much milk. What am I selling? We can sell you and you. I am not sure if it's just my headphones or what. I can't hear the music. Hopefully it's loud enough for everyone. Okay, there we go. I can hear it now. Do not eat the purple mushroom. But how has everyone's week been so far? Oh, our jade. Nice. I feel like I should just keep cave carrots in here too. I also really hope you can't hear the AC in the background. It is running. I am not turning it off because it is horrible outside. Okay. We need more of these. What do I need for that? Pine tar, which I have somewhere. I have that somewhere. Nope, I have very little pine tar. Okay. Love that for me. We have 2, so I can make 2, I guess. But I need to tap some trees. Which sounds so fucking weird. I sell you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Okay, beautiful. Put the life elixir in there as well. I made you a little treat this morning in the saloon. Dig in. Your friend Gus. Thank you, Gus. Oh my god. I would like to give you some information about an upcoming event. Vincent. Okay. What will Vincent like? Hopefully a rabbit's foot. Because that's what he's getting. Right. I'm just trying to get everything organized. Also, I got Moonlight Peaks on Tuesday because it released on Tuesday. I played a bit of it today and holy hell, I love it so much. So good. I like played it and time just like let by. And I was like, holy hell, I've almost played 3 hours. How the hell has that happened? I've also been playing a game called Coral Island, which... another really great game. I keep getting this damn chicken statue. Looms, okay. Can I put them on this side? No. The sheep and the cows are mooing. Well, the sheep are not mooing. The sheep are barring. Khaleesi, what is wrong with your brain? So I need to plant pine trees. And then I need to tap the pine trees. Okay. I have quite a few pine cones. So, hang on. I don't want them to stack. So maybe like I can do 35 and I need 35 tappers. Yeah, what did I run out of? Wood. Okay, I used all my freaking wood. Love that for me. The resource I'm always out of. And of course no trees grow in the winter, so... we're gonna have to go... My audio? What, in-game audio? I know a new song just started playing. You can't hear me? Everything is green. I'm not sure what's going on. Hang on. Hello, hello. Okay, I can hear... I just put the stream up for me and I can hear it. I'm low? Weird. Okay. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Why do things always go wrong? Much better? Okay, good. Thank you, Charlotte, for helping. That is weird. I've never had that happen before, ever. So hopefully now it's all good. Thank you for hydrating Nyrax. I'm sure he very much appreciates it. Okay, back to the game. Oh shit, the walls. They're all big fudge monkeys. It's okay, we're fine. And thank you for treating Nyrax. I am, again, sure he very much appreciates it. The little sweet demon of the chat. Who is rocking the purple. Okay, did I make any walls? No. We can make some here. Did I go past them? Yes, I did. We do need to get him back to his luxurious black scales. Maybe we will. Okay. We have to do fence maintenance because otherwise all our chickens get out and eat all my grass. And I cry. And it's not a fun time. Right, okay. Okay. Now the game's loud? What the heck? Game. I haven't even touched anything. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Hopefully now it should all be okay and it's not too loud for you. I hope. Tell me if it is and I will 100% turn it down. Okay, now it's good. Thank goodness. I have no clue what's happened. I haven't touched anything, so... Why do these things decide to happen to me now? Is the question. Okay. Well, oh god, I put all my pine cones away. Where did I put my pine cones? I needed 35, or 31, because that's how many... Oh my god, I did put chaotic Stardew stream in the thing, so it's my own fault. Pika, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the happy flap. How are you doing? And you have a salted caramel latte today. Sounds delicious. How are you doing? Right. You got your coffee. No more. No more coffee. One per stream unless you want to pay the points for it. Right. Hello, Pika. How are you doing? That art you did was so good in the Discord. So good. I need you to draw me, like, so many pigeons. I hope you've been doing well. Charlotte, I have never once stolen a coffee from any of you. It's not me, okay? I don't steal the coffee. It just randomly goes missing. I am dead, yes. Just finished playing Repo, and yes, earlier was also drawing. Nice. CJ, hello, welcome in. Oh, god damn, you got decaf. I am very sorry about that, CJ. Yes, it's a great idea. Exactly, CJ, you get it. I just borrow it, kind of. It's not my fault you got green tea. It was just a mishap, maybe. You weren't the only one. Listen, okay, things just sometimes go missing in life. I am doing good, CJ. How are you? Oh my goodness. You're all calling me out like this. What did I need to do? I need to make a pavement. I just thought something was snoring in my ear then. It was not it, it was the song. Didn't know songs could snore, but here we are. Banana, banana, welcome in. Thank you for the happy flap, CJ. You had coffee today, Charlotte. What the heck? Stardew's going good. I've completely forgotten what I did last time. I've had audio issues, which I don't know how because I haven't touched anything. Yeah, but it's going well, I think. I just have to collect some stuff so that I can go fighting some monsters. You're welcome, Hannah. I hope you liked it. That was an original. Moonlight Peaks, CJ. I think I'm gonna be addicted. It's not good. I can't be addicted to another game. Thank you for redeeming your coffee also, Hannah. You have a mocha with whip, my favorite. Sounds delicious. Welcome in, Poolie. Thank you for your happy flap. Let's go. Same. It's my favorite. Mocha is my favorite. Oh, see, now it's gonna be odd. God damn. Trees don't even grow in winter, so... yeah. This is kind of my issue right now. Is that gonna bug me? Yes, it is. It's gonna bug the shit out of me. But yes, how's everyone's week been so far? Yeah, I need to get some tree fertilizer. I used all my wood to create tappers that I can't use yet, so... Exhausting, yeah. Work's been hectic, huh, CJ? I should hire you. You could be my mother's, chauffeur for her next BTS concert. It is almost Friday. Let's go. The concert, it was really good. Like, I am not a BTS lover, but I went for my mother. And seeing her so happy and excited and like a little fangirl, it made me so happy. Because obviously, through my obsessions with One Direction and Harry Styles and everything else, she's been there and she's watched me fangirl, so to experience it for her, it was incredible. Although she's already planning her next BTS concert. You're wondering, oh my god, the Superior. Please tell me who your favorite boy is. I am zooming. Let's go. But yeah, I'm not like a lover of... I like BTS, obviously. I went for my mum. They're not the worst. But I'm a Stray Kids gal. I love me some Stray Kids. What's the time? 10:20. Okay, we're good. As a teen, I was in love with each one for a certain time, but most, of course, Harry. Can't tell me. Oh my god, Harry has been my love since I was like 12. I love him. I've always loved him, and I will always will love him, so yeah. There's a running joke now throughout my entire family that he's my husband, and I'm okay with that, to be honest. I am completely and utterly fine with that. Of course. My mum literally, she was like on the way up, I signed up for a giveaway to win Harry Styles tickets in, is it Puerto Rico he is next? And she's like, we're probably not gonna get him, but if we can, it's a free trip. And I was like, oh my god, mother. So yeah, she's full fangirling. She's saving money now for the next BTS concert so that she can have a box. She was explaining the pricing of a box to me, and I was like, oh my god. She wants the full VIP treatment. So I'm gonna have to talk about that with my brother, because, you know, I've seen him live years ago when he was touring Germany for his first solo album. It was so cool. You wish you could see him again. Isn't he incredible? I tell people all the time, like, there are people who are good and like they're great performers, and then there are people who are like born to perform. They're born to be on a stage, and the atmosphere you get from his concerts is just, it's unreal. Like, it's the best atmosphere I've been to, and like that's why I say I don't think anything could ever beat one of his concerts for me personally. Because even if you don't understand the songs, like, there was one dude, he was like, yeah, I'm just here supporting my girlfriend. And he was, like, dancing like a madman. Because it's just Harry, innit? I am a fangirl. I am such a fangirl. I will die a fangirl, and I don't care. But I agree also with the Wattpad. The amount of fanfics I have also read, Jesus. And I have no shame. I literally could not care less. Harry's long hair era is... Don't even get me started, man. Not all men can pull off long hair, but I feel like Harry Styles could pull off anything. Is this just going to be a fangirl stream? Probably. Anyone that's tuned in, it's a fangirl stream. I hope you enjoy. Okay, I need to remember that I put the tappers in there. Oh shit, I'm gonna pass out. Run, 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 run. Oh my god, I'm gonna pass out. Yeah, I know, everyone's gone quiet since we started talking about... Obviously, they're just so in awe with my impressive... Oh my god, I got the witch! Finally! But she's cursing my chickens, of course. Of course. I've never got that before. I'm so excited. Obviously, they're just in awe of our passion for a singular human being. That's all I can say. I'll get a gift. She gives me a gift. I hope it's a nice gift. I could really use a nice gift right now. Oh, I missed the wizard's birthday. Yikes. Okay. Fortune teller, how are you? Oh, they're good today. Interesting. Let me see what kind of gift she's gonna give me. Why am I only half energy? What the heck did I do? I don't think I didn't even pass out. What the heck? She's just a butthole then, if she takes my energy. I do not appreciate that. Iridium can go in here. What can I melt? Copper. In the chicken house, I will go and see what she has left of me. If it's not a giant chicken, I don't want it. Where's my gift? Where's my gift? Does she not? Oh, the void eggs. Oh, damn. She could have given me a better gift. I've already got void eggs. And I still haven't been making cheese, so... I'm failing at that. Hello, my little animals. Thank you for treating Nyrax, Hannah. I'm sure he very much appreciates it. Even if he is a sassy little diva. Okay, we can sell all of this. Sell, sell, sell. And we can just go to the mines. See, now CJ comes back in after our discussion about Harry Styles. Oh my god. You missed the intense fangirling. Also, everyone, we got new emotes. Which is super exciting. I think they're really incredible. And I am waiting for the artist to get back. So that we can get new animated ones. Yeah, I know, right? Someone else replying. It's not just us two, Hannah. Although I don't mind it being just us two, but you know. I think you went twice. CJ, I would have gone every single night if I could have. But, yeah. Yeah, he's always watching. Always here in spirit. That's not even one of the new ones, CJ. God damn it. Okay, 105. We can do this. That is kind of a new one. I only put it in, like, within the last few weeks. I just love them. So I'm gonna spam all the new ones. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, I don't like that he has a crossbow. And they're wearing glasses, mocking me. Yeah, that is unfair. They are super cute. They are the sub emotes. So sorry about that, Hannah. But it's fine. The pigeon ones are kind of new too, so. Oh my god. What are you? I don't like you. I should be having my little money parrot with me. You are going down, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, they are kind of adorable. Hang on, hang on. There you go. Now you can use them. You mean Harry? Like, from all the tours I've been to of his, yes. He gets better with every freaking performance, and I don't know how he does it. Honestly. Overall, yes. I don't think anything will ever beat Harry for me. I think he's just born for it. You're very welcome, Hannah. Enjoy the emotes. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone will be better than him, but I don't think so. What the freaking shiz? Where is the light gone? My guy. Spam them? Yes. Spam them all. Okay, we're on the next floor. We got this. Do not let him hit me with a crossbow. Understood. Oh, I can go down. Nice. 5 Seconds of Summer, like, I like them, but I remember when they were the opener for One Direction. And I loved them then. And I went to see them a few times. But I'm not obsessed like I was with One Direction or Harry. I haven't seen them since, if that makes sense. Oh my god. I feel like I have such a weird... Well, my music taste isn't weird. I'm just very, like, I'll listen to anything and everything. Oh my god, CJ. 5 Seconds of Summer listening party when? I did enjoy them live, though. They were very good live. I know, my best friend, she's obsessed still. She took her boyfriend, and he also loved them. I'm just sad I'll never get my One Direction reunion. Because I will tell you now, I would have gone to every single UK show and no one could have stopped me. Not even my bank. I would have sold my soul. I know. I cried. I literally cried. It was so sad. Like, you never know. We may get a reunion. And they may do something special, but it won't be the same. I don't think people understand the power of music. Like, I was talking to someone and they were like, I don't understand why people cry over music and concerts and stuff. And it's hard to explain as someone who, like, literally cries during Sign of the Times every single time I've seen Harry perform it. I think it's just you love these artists so much and music is so powerful. Oh, thank freaking hell. There's a note from Mr. Green. I'm temporarily disabled this shrine. Come back tomorrow. You ass. Leave the mine. Yeah, I don't think we'll get one, but maybe. Maybe for special something. I'm not sure. I watched two girls crying through Sign of the Times, then he looked directly at them when he said, "Don't cry, I'll be alright." Yes. He does it with Fine Line as well. Like, for his last ever show in Italy, before he took, like, the 3-year break. Which I'm still mad he did not release that piano piece as an official, like, song. Because that was fucking beautiful, but yeah. I love how at the concert, everyone just lies down on the floor and looks at the sky while he sings Fine Line. It's incredible, man. Yes, my ears, man. Benson Boone and then Dermot Kennedy. Oh, CJ, you need to get to a Harry concert next time. Next time he's in the UK. Even if you don't know all his songs, trust me, it's a good time. It's a vibe. Yeah, everyone screams "Leave America" at the top of their lungs, and he loves it. That's gonna be my goal. I want to go to more gigs. Even if I don't know all the artist songs and I just know one or two, I want to go to more gigs. He is a die-hard Benson fan. Oh my god. You fangirling? Did you fangirl like a little girl? You're like me with Harry, but for Benson. Boone. Yeah. Oh my god. Love that. Love it. I bet you didn't scream though, like a little girl. If you did, no judging. No judgment whatsoever. Literally, I lost my voice. My dad just laughs at me. You'll fangirl again? Love that, CJ. Fangirl as hard and as much as you can. Oh no, don't even talk to me about Chris Brown. Literally, I'm so mad. Because when I got back from Harry, I did not know that Lewis Capaldi was in my city for 2 days. I was so mad at myself. And I knew last minute, and I could have got tickets and I could have gone, but Jesus. I was like, why am I like this? And I know he's live again. You can watch him live. I think he's in London this week. Or something in the next few weeks. He is. I was when I was in the store, people were like, his voice is insane live. And I was like, freaking hell. I love, you know, when you go and see like someone live and their voice like just gives you goosebumps. That's my favorite feeling ever. Why have I got a random pavement there? Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I was able to mute in time. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna sleep because... Oh wait, what do you need for plant tree fertilizer? Vibrant stone. We need to keep making cheese. Because I've got barely any cheese. Okay. Did I miss someone's birthday? I am very far from London. Well, I'm not very far. I'm like 3.5 hours from London. So not too far. Just visiting London is enough for me. On Instagram, I saw a pigeon art machine thingy, in which is kind of close to London. Pigeons and art? Oh my god, how did I not know about this? Hello, child. Oh my god, Shane, get out the way. Come on, dude. Okay, they're annoyed. That's fine, though. It's fine. I needed, crease seasoning, right? Kent just loves giving me bombs, but, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a few bombs. If I had known that, I would have dropped myself off there on my way home. Because I was driving. I've decided now that I'm okay with driving in London. I've done it a few times, so now I'm fine with it. And it makes life a lot easier. Okay. That also, I need to get up. I will take a look at it after stream. Thank you so much. I love how now anything pigeon related is just sent my way. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm just getting the Stardew tracker thingy thing up. Where is it now? Shipping. What do I have to ship? We need kale, unmilled rice, pickles. How do I make a pickle? Oh god, how do I make a pickle? What is sheep? Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much. You have a latte today. Thank you for redeeming your coffee and for your happy flaps. Let's go. How are you doing? We're just fangirling here in chat right now and just vibing. It's a great time. Okay, there's our coffee, because we still need to set up our coffee empire. So we need to ship items today. Hello, my little animals. I feel like I should put a nostalgic, like, music on, but it'd just be me singing the entire stream then, and no one wants that. Lisa, hello, welcome in. You don't mind it? Oh god. Me singing. You welcome it? Oh my god. My laptop is still charging, so I have to use the demonic creation known as Twitch Mobile. Oh god. I feel the pain. Twitch Mobile does my absolute head in. We welcome the singing. Trust me, you don't welcome the singing. Right. Okay. Did I pet the chickens? You're going on vacation? Yes, I'll see you then. Thank you so much for being here, Hannah. And if I don't see you before you go on vacation, thank you for just being in here. And have a good time. Ooh, we have battery packs. Let's go. I hope it's a nice place, like a nice sunny place. Or if you prefer the cold, nice cold place. What was I gonna do? Guys, what was I doing? Right, Lace. Let's all go on holiday. Oh, we have to go to the island first. Then I need to ship a load of things. We have a lot of things that we need to be shipping out. Hi, Sebastian. I'm gonna collect these. I need to start actually drinking my espressos. You have a cute daisy. Oh my god, yes, the little pigeon. You do have a little cute daisy. They're so cute. Willie really needs to stop saying sorry if I smell like fish every single time. Because it just cracks me up. You're a pretty burb. I guess we could get some wood while we're here also. You. Demon. I want Pierre's missing stock list, but I also need this. So I'm gonna have to just get that. Hyper speed grow. I need all the recipes. And a hopper recipe. Hyper speed deluxe. Which do I go for? Also, I got 2 months off starting today, so I can be more chronically online. Let's go, water sheep! I hope everything's okay, but let's freaking go. Maybe the hyperspeed one we'll get. What quests? Oh, we have to wait. Curse you, Mr. Quee. Let's get some wood while we're here. You finished exams! Congrats! Were these your final exams, or do you go back in 2 months and do them again? Posture check, Pika. Finals? Oh, nice. And hydration? Goddamn. Pika, why are you not allowing me to become a shrimp? Okay, all our crops are looking good. We can just go home through this thing. I do want to get some more money before I would become a gremlin. That is 100% true. God damn it, Pika. What was I doing? I need to put the materials in here. That gives us a bit more wood, I suppose. I still need to move all my chests from over here because I can barely see them. Maybe next to the greenhouse would be better. Okay, not there. Khaleesi, please learn how to use tools. Thank you very much. Although me using tools in real life, like, nah. Can you not go on grass? Oh, you can. The first time I ever used a drill... Oh God, it's gone the wrong way. I, like, screamed and broke the... What do you call it? Like, the tip of it. Since then, no one's trusted me. And I don't blame them. It was very expensive. But like I tell them, okay, I'm not made for that type of stuff. I'm just a baby. Why are you not... What is the... Okay, light. Once I move these chests, Pika, I will hydrate. I'm just on a little bit of a roll. Okay, there we go. Where can I put my light? Where can I put it? I'll put it there, it's fine. Okay. And now I have 2 of these to put somewhere. We can put them here. It's fine. Everything is fine. And I do need to organize these. Insane progress. I know. Did you see me moving those chests? It was like I was a pro. Okay, guys. We need to ship kale. I haven't even started on green tea. Green tea, tea leaves, radioactive bar, radioactive ore, mystic syrup, cinder shards, pickles, poppies, magma caps, and raisins. How the hell do I do raisins? Do I just need to, okay, I need grapes, don't I? Okay. What was it that I needed? Not sunflower seeds. I need kale, but I probably don't have seeds. I have 1 kale. I am not selling anyone. No one is being sold. I promise. I need grapes though. And then I need to dehydrate them. Did it give me a seed? It gave me one singular seed. What is this? The game hates me. Do I even have grapes? Is the question. I do. But not enough. I need 5 to dehydrate. So I need to sell that. Watch me sell something that I actually need. Be just my luck. That needs to go in there. No, they were raspberries, not grapes. Right. I need to make steam foam pudding, which is flounder, midnight carp, and ink. Do I have a spare flounder? I have one singular flounder. Okay. Do I have a midnight carp? Oh my god. Do you like that one? I think it's one of my favorites. Mischievous Khaleesi. Is it a midnight carp I needed? I have one of those. I can't remember what else I needed. Squid ink. Do I have squid ink? Please tell me I have squid ink somewhere. I hope you all like our new emotes. I kind of love them. I am just waiting for the artists to be available again so that we can get some animated ones also. Water sheep, I will not trade you for anything ever. Promise. Okay, I think I put all those in the correct place. Okay. We will put those in there for now. And I'm gonna forget they're there. Okay. Seafoam pudding. What do I do with this? Okay. And I need to go get my iridium crowbars. Me or the coffee? Never. Everyone thinks I steal their coffee. I promise I don't. I just borrow it on occasion. Oh my god, my walls are breaking again. Boom, 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 boom. I need my fishing rod. Why? Borrow? Yeah, I just borrow it kind of, and then you have to use 1,000 coffee points just to get another one. Gee. It's not me. It's not me. Where are my walls? Some of these walls are just missing straight up. Like, what are these sheep doing? See, now I'm not gonna have enough time. I might have enough time. Do I have enough time? Do I have enough time? Apple, hello, welcome in. How you doing? I've missed you also. But I am back, and we are back to regular scheduling, unless something in my life goes wrong again. Okay, let's see if we can get iridium crowbars. He is our main priority. Hopefully I can still get him. I should be able to still get him. Eat the seafoam pudding. We shall see. What did I do? Khaleesi! Oh my god. Why am I so bad at this? Yay, iridium crowbars, let's go. I'm done. All that for that, yes. He is going to be displayed and loved. I also want to get another room on my house, but... Oh my god, look at him. He's so cute. No, don't eat that. I don't know where to put him. Because he deserves a place of honor. Do we put him in the house or do we put him, like, right here? For everyone to admire. He's going there. He looks adorable. It is getting late. It's getting late in here. I don't know where I was going with that, but let's go. I do want to have some more grass. Will I make it is the question. Will she make it? I want to start decorating over here. Because my farm needs to look pretty. And right now it's not looking pretty. Look at him, he's so cute! I was literally thinking of divorcing Shane. Did I miss Evelyn's birthday? I missed Evelyn's birthday. Of course I did. I swear to God, I could have it right in front of my face. Oh my god, we got another baby sheep. Let's go. Names, guys. We need names. What should we name our new sheep? Also, Apple, I just saw that you said cabesty, and I love that. Let's go. What do we name our new little baby sheep? Because last time, I think we called our baby goat Apple. But now we have a little baby sheep, and I don't know what we need to call him. What do we name our sheep? Wait, I have the perfect name. I didn't sell Water Sheep. I'm gonna call him Water, and then he's gonna be Water Sheep. It's not my fault the sheep gave birth. Blast that. Bombs cannot hurt me. I am a big, strong baby. Okay. Child, hello. Queen of Slurs. Yes, yes, yes. I can make... I know how to make it. Okay. Fortune teller. Oh, the spirits are very happy. Let's go. My origin story. Yes, okay. We're part of the community. Water sheep is the most important sheep, okay? That kind of rhymes. Oh my god, I should be a rapper. With these mad rhymes, bruh. I'm so bad. I want grass here, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Damn, she's setting things up before she sell you. Oh my god. I'm not selling water sheep, I promise. Let's go in here. We haven't been in here. Oh god, we haven't been in here in a while. That's a lot of stuff. And no grapes? No grapes. Love it. We... Oh my god. See, another wall. What the heck is going on? We need to sell you, and you, and you, and you, you, and you. Okay. Beautiful. Something caught your attention? Completely fine. I hope you're doing well, Apple. What was I doing? Guys, I've been obsessed with... Well, I only played it today for the first time, but I got the Moonlight Peaks game that we demoed. It came out on Tuesday and I got it. And I played it today, and before I knew it, like 3 hours had gone, and... Yeah, I think I'm gonna become obsessed. But I don't mind. Also, I've been playing Coral Island, and I think I've become obsessed with that. I'm okay just on an internet deep dive for gaming the past hour on how PlayStation is discontinuing discs and going digital and then being more in control of the prices. And on Xbox, the CEO is letting go of 3,200 employees, including Mojang, which can make Minecraft devs work harder. It is so... It's a very strange time for gamers at the moment. I don't think PlayStation should go to just digital. I think it's a wrong move on their part, but you know. They know best, I suppose. I don't think, though, that they have fully thought through what they're doing. And the thing with all these layoffs of workers is... It's just not good, is it? Especially on Minecraft, we're just, as well, like, starting to release more updates. But I completely think that's down to having competition now with Hytale, so... But it is a very weird time in this the gaming industry in general right now. Especially for the console gamers. And it's kind of sad for those who collect the games. Never be sorry, you can come and talk about anything. If it's not something that I necessarily want to talk about on stream at the time, I will let you know. But for the most part, it's completely fine. We'll talk about anything here. Within reason, I should say. So, we'll put cheese in there. We're just organizing chests, and then... What am I doing? We need to get kale and mystic syrup. I swear I had mystic syrup somewhere. I just don't know where. Was it in here? No. No. You have chicken to prep? Have fun prepping your chicken. I think it was 5 I needed to ship of this. Hang on, let me check. I think I need 5, or is it 15? Okay, I need to do more artichokes. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna do 5 mystic syrup. Or maybe just 1. I'll ship 1. It's fine. How do I make pickles? Wrong chest. There. Pickles must be in the, preserving jars I'm taking. Maybe? Not there. What do I need to ship that's in here? I need bok choy. I need artichoke. What else do I need? God damn. My brain's gone, guys. Rhubarb I need. I just looked in that chest, didn't I? Was it beets? No. Rhubarb. I need poppies too. And red cabbage. Poppies. Did I need kale? I do need kale. Okay. And I need artichoke, amaranth. Where the heck is beetroot? I swear I had beetroot somewhere. There. Do I have any beetroot seeds is the question. No. And I need rhubarb. And bok choy. And yams. Where the heck are yams? Why am I like this, man? I swear I had yams somewhere. There. And I need a bok choy. Wherever the freaking heck that is. Bok choy, I need a bok choy. Do, 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 do. I don't think I have one. Which sucks, but... Brother, hello, welcome. I am slowly losing my mind. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is normal. God damn it. I did not need... Okay, whatever. Please be something I need. Do not be Mixies. Okay, yams, let's go. I need to do the island obsolete because it's driving me crazy. And I need money. I need all the money. And I need to set up another shed full of kegs so that I can sell stuff. Oh my god. You're all lucky I was about to start singing Katy Perry. Oh my god, the horse. And that is not what we want. Right, we will plant things right here. I forgot. I also love a bit of Katy Perry when I'm in the mood. It's like Britney. I love a bit of Britney, but it has to be the right song. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna try and grow these. I should have brought fertilizer, but I don't use my brain. So these are just gonna go anywhere and everywhere. Beautiful. Why is the horse so cute? Someone tell me that. I'm gonna take all these things. Put those things there. A 20 stream streak. Let's go. Let's go. I need to reset the sprinklers over here, but I can't be bothered. Brother, did Mum tell you all about her BTS? Is she still talking about it? Did you know she wants to go in a box next time also? So we need to save. Why am I coming back to the ship? I don't need to come back to the ship. Do 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 do. Hello, Boo. No, I'm just gonna put them in there. I am far too lazy. Yeah, she's back and forth, huh? What was I gonna do? Khaleesi, use your brain. What were you gonna do? I honestly have no freaking clue what I was gonna do. I need to make... What is it? What do I need to make? I need to make one of those. I hate how they make you, like, just craft everything. Oh my god. It's so annoying. I need to make a treasure totem, I know that. And that. And that. I need to make a pumpkin. Okay. What the heck is that? Like, this is so unnecessary. Why do you have to make one of everything? Who created this achievement? Why is it a thing? Wait, what one did I just make? I've already made them, okay. I've already made those. Haven't made one to the beach. I've already crafted bombs. And that. I need to make one of those. God damn. I need to make one of those. I actually need more of those. I think I've made most of these things. Haven't made a bait maker. Don't have the stuff to make a bait maker. Wait, no, I have. At least see what you're chatting, mate. What you're chatting. Okay. And all of that stuff I basically do not need. Right. Cooking? I am not looking forward to the cooking. But now I'm just selling everything because I don't need it. Like, don't need that. Don't need that. Or that, or that, or that, or that. Or that, or that, or that. It's so annoying. It's just a waste of my materials, man. They have no respect for what I need or want. We put you in there, and you in there. Like, there's all my monster stuff. Maybe I can just move it in with this stuff. No, not my cheese. Not my cheese. My beautiful cheese. Okay, I've crafted... What have I crafted? What have I not crafted is the question. I wish there was like a little tab and you could select like crafted, not crafted. It's not my chest, they're not a nightmare, it's just they're annoying. I need to make an anvil and a forge, but they're so expensive. Well, this one... Just make them. I need to make them. So I'll just make them. I do have it. But, like, it doesn't tell me what the crafted and not crafted. I think I've done all the bombs. At that. Quality. I need fish. God damn it. Oh god. Now I have to make all the freaking rings. Now I can't make this one because I'm out of iron. Love that for me. And I need to sell 15 of these. Can you deconstruct them? And I'm just here like selling it all? Love that. How do you deconstruct? How does one deconstruct? Oh my god. I'm just gonna sell them. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it. It's fine. I am... Yeah, I've got the list thingy thing. It's here, right next to me. But like, is it the brown stuff that I haven't crafted? Because I don't know if it's updated yet. I'll keep the speed grow because I need those. I'm probably driving my brother absolutely mental, but it's okay. We'll just put that there, it's fine. Oh, we'll put those in the wardrobe thingy, majiggy, mabobby. I spent all my Quee gems on Quee seasoning. Oh god, why am I like this? And I can't remember the other thing I bought. It was a recipe for something. I have cheese. I got cheese, it's multiplying. Right. I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just gonna sleep. Well, I've just sold them all. Honestly, I need iron. At this point, I just need damn iron. You're the one that I want. You are the one of... Child. Okay, they're happy. Is Skull Cavern the best place to go for it, do you think? Or should I just... Okay. Free money. Probably. Because I need iron, so I'm just gonna go there. It's fine. And spicy eel. All my materials are valuable, not just one. Where am I going? Mines. Oh yeah, no. I ain't spending money. Which, is it 45? Yes, okay. Or should I go to 40? There's no way in hell that I am spending money on something I can just mine. More power. Well, yeah, but you're rich. I'm not rich. Get here. Eat my sword. You can afford to be careless with your money. I cannot. I'm just a wee little baby. I have a few sheep now. I should probably sell some of my animals, like, but I don't want to, because I love them. It's my problem. I become attached to my fake animals. Because I probably don't need a pig anymore, and I probably don't need the chickens anymore, because I'm gonna have the ostriches. No, 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 no. I'm collecting. The only reason I'm doing crops is for the polyculture. My brother has... How many sheep do you have, brother, on your farm? Too many. You're a sheep. I think. No, I need to construct another barn. It's just... Why is there so much copper? I just need iron, man. You back off. You go. Go. Die. See? My brother loves sheep that much. You can do that? That's weird. That's crazy. Can you tell I don't really read about this game or look into recipes of what you can do? Look at it all. Back off, man. Why are you gonna beat me with a stick? What did I do? It's faster to keep resetting floor to 61, by the way. Oh, okay. There's no iron here. Where the frickin' heck is all the iron? This is a good luck day. I was getting more iron on the other floors. Here we go. That's a bit of iron. Oh shit, I just went past all that iron, but okay. It's fine. I have a bed. I'ma sell you, and I'm gonna sell you, and you, and you. I almost sold the iron. That would not have been good. And you, and you, and you. Don't drink the espresso. Damn it, I should have gone and got a Mr. Quee quest. God damn. Why am I going in here? My ancient wine is done. And about. What is that? Okay. Do I just sell that? Or shall I wait and keg it? That is the question. I've literally just put my starfruit stuff in the keg, so... Well, not the kegs, the what casks. Do they all look like they're going? These ones do not. Okay. Okay, I think they're all going. I might just sell those. Did I miss 3? Oh god. Let me check. Let me check my kegs. Oh, here. Okay, now are they all going? I hope so. Thank you, water sheep. You have better eyes than me. My eyes do not work. I'm just gonna sell it, it's fine. Whatever. That can go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my one sheep? Because... which one is it? Buff is trying to sleep. Okay, you're trying to sleep. Oh my god, more walls are broken. Yeah, we need to go serious mining. I need to set up more kegs somewhere as well. What is that? You gain extra friendship, okay. And it's Leah's birthday. What the heck does Leah like? Oh my god. Maybe she likes wood? um... I'll just give her a star drop tea, it's fine. Okay, you repaired things, okay. She loves salad. I think most of them like salad, right? If I'm not mistaken. Maybe I should give them all gifts today. She loves it? Okay. Will she love it more than a star drop tea? That is the question. Oh my god, a wall broke there. I think that should be fine though. Should be being the word. Baby sheep! Take that. Oh, did I give it to the wrong one? I think I did. It's okay. Can you do both? Interesting. I'll go buy salads and give them to everyone. I feel like the chickens are gonna hate me because I haven't said hello to them in a while. No, you all love me? Okay, that's good. We'll get on our horse. Although I'm not sure where Leah is most of the time, if I'm completely honest with you. Because I don't want to just give that to anyone. God damn it, I can't buy salads yet. Gus, let's talk to you. Okay. Pam, hold your horses. Quite literally, hold them. Okay. How many hot? Because, like, we definitely need to work on these relationships. Is she in here? It is Farmer Khaleesi. What have you got in stock? Absolutely jack. Why would anyone want to dress up for aerobics? I can't get into the saloon. Well, I could, but I also can't. If I'm not mistaken. I can't buy anything. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the journey of the Prairie King, everyone. I'm scared. Oh, shut up, Lewis. You mean I improved the town? Okay, let's find Leah. Wherever she is, somewhere. Oh, Marnie. She already knows how to care for the chickens. You didn't do anything anyway. You're too busy schmooshing in a bush. There she is. Hey, thanks a bunch, Khaleesi. This makes my birthday feel special. I am so glad. It gets pretty cold in my little cabin. I bet. Look at it. It's cute, though. Okay. Did we get hearts with her? 3. We got 3. I'm storming off, guys. I'm storming off. What is this? Hold your horses. I need the saloon to open. I kind of want to just bin that and that. And then I'm just gonna... How many people are there altogether? Because that's how many salads I need. We'll just get like 30. That should be enough. An iridium truffle. Oh god. No iridium truffle for her. Shouldn't it be open, or does it not open today? Is that it? What is this nonsense? Not what I meant to do, but okay. I'm just trying to catch up on cheese production. Okay. I think it's time we make a new keg area, to be honest. I think we're gonna need another load of kegs. It is time, child. Do I have any? I swear I had some somewhere. Okay. We shall make... Oh god. Because guess I'm out of wood. Yep, I'm out of wood. I swear I had more kegs somewhere. Unless I'm just crazy. Which could be the case. Here, I have 3. Okay. I'm gonna take... more of this. And I think I'm gonna use the, what do you call it, area? The mine, not the mine, the quarry. You dude. I'm gonna get like 30. Then I'm just gonna give them to everyone. Hopefully I have enough. Mayor Lewis. You're welcome. You. No, gift it. Everyone likes salad. Just you, Abigail. Hopefully this will get everyone's friendship up a little bit. Even just a teeny tiny. Can I give you another gift today? You're welcome. You see, I'm so nice. Right. No. Okay. That's not what I... Never mind. Where's Haley? Is she in her room? You're welcome. We continue onwards. Is there anyone else in here? No. I'm not sure where Elliot's gonna be, if I'm completely honest. Maybe in the saloon. Oh, there he is. You. I need to try and at least get these friendships up because I've been neglecting them so bad. Okay, Pam, did I give you something today? I'm not sure. Okay. Did I gift? Who haven't? Demetrius, Linus, the dwarf, Krobus, Penny. I can't exactly remember where Penny is. If I'm completely honest. Did I give one to Monty? I think I did. There's Robin, who I've already gifted to. Sebastian! I'm glad you like it. It's cost some money, my guy. A salad is very interesting specimen. Love that for you. Cashew Robin. I wonder if the dwarf likes a salad. I need to find Linus. He might be inside. Let's see if the dwarf will take a salad. Because he might hate it. I want them to do a Adventurers Guild expansion so bad. I feel like that could be so much fun. I needed to go to the quarry. Okay, where would Penny be? Would she be at home? Oh, we have a cutscene. Ugh, it's so dirty in here. Khaleesi, I'm sorry, that is such a mess. I was about to clean up. You'll help me? You really mean it? Okay, you can get started over there. I'll clean the kitchen. Pam is such an ass. What do you think you're doing? Stop it. I had everything just the way I like it. Mom, the house is a total mess. Khaleesi and I were just trying to tidy things up a bit. Were you at the saloon just now? You smell like beer. It's none of your damn business where I go. It is my business. I don't want you destroying yourself. Don't you realize your choices have effect on me? Stop being so selfish. Selfish? I put a roof over your head and clothes on your back and you call me selfish? You ungrateful little... Oh god. You'd better go. I'm sorry you had to see this kid. I don't want to go. She's a nice young lady. But I don't want you telling others to clean up my house. It's embarrassing. You understand? Yes, Mother. Oh, Penny. They're so sad. That's it. I want to give Pam a piece of my freaking mind. Hee hee, I see the delivery came in. Oh god, another cutscene. Let's have a little taste. God, alcoholic Pam. Patooey! I said potato, not fermented baboon kidney. Oh god. Oh god. Is she gonna be mad? Can I give her a salad? No, she doesn't want her salad. Okay, never mind. She's asleep. It was worth a try. Seeing that cutscene, I kind of dislike Pam a lot more than I already do. I wonder if Krobus will like a salad. You didn't like it? What do you have for sale? The Wizard Catalog. Butterfly powder. I'm gonna buy the Wizard Catalog. Why not? And I swear there was a skill I needed to change. Was it foraging? Or farming? I can't remember. I think it might have been farming, right? Rancher. Coopmaster. Oh, I don't know. I know I did one wrong. I'm excited. I didn't know, because I know I did one of the skills wrong. I just don't know if it was farmer. Or maybe forager. For selling things. I'm not sure entirely. We shall go to the quarry tomorrow. I kind of want to see the wizard catalog though. I have this one and this one. My ex-wife took all the furniture. Fortunately, I had the good sense to make ethereal copies of everything and transcribe them into this book. Enjoy. I love it. Oh my god. I love it all. I think wait, where is that? I have Forester and I have Tapper. And then I have Rancher and Coopmaster for farming. I'm not sure if they're the most effective ones, I guess you could say. This furniture, what is it? Is that a... I love it. Should probably have Shepherd instead of Kumasa, so you should produce well. Okay, I can just change it, it's fine. Wizard lamp, book pile. I can get a cauldron. A curly tree. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I want a large book stack and a plant and a mushroom. Oh my god, it's got a wizard study desk. I love it. Why did no one tell me to buy his furniture set sooner? What the heck? This is totally my vibe. Mushroom. Tree. Hello, tree. And a stack of books. Like, come on. Where can I put this one? Here. There. Beautiful. We're gonna decorate more with that after. Mm-hmm. Okay. Will, like, do you know the Stardew app thing that you told me about, brother? Will it update automatically as I do it in game, or do I have to do it myself? Because that's confusing. I have like a wizard room, I think, where I do all my magic. Oh god. Hey, Khaleesi. Beautiful day, isn't it? I brought you a gift. It's a sculpture I've been working on just for you. Oh my god, that's so annoying. You received Alias sculpture. It's called How I Feel About Khaleesi. I hope you like it. Did she just confess her love to me? Because, honestly... Hey kid, thanks for the juice. It definitely had a one-of-a-kind flavor. By the way, have you ever turned into channel 736? It's a seasonal fishing program that you might find interesting. Dear Khaleesi, tomorrow's the Feast of the Winter Star. Okay. Yes, I remember we have Vincent. I think we just got confessed to again, which I don't blame her. Honestly. So I have to just keep uploading my save-in. Okay. Maybe we can put our statue from Leah over here. Cute! Okay. Okay. I don't mind her confessing her love to me. It's fine. I do need to... What do I need? I can't remember what I needed to do. think I'm just gonna give Vincent a rabbit's foot. So, let's see. What animals don't I actually need? I probably don't. Do I need a pig anymore? Do I need a pig anymore? See, I can't get rid of the animals. This is my issue. Will do. Oh, let's see our friendships, actually. Okay, they went up kind of. Right? A little bit. A little bit. These... Oh my god. They're gonna take me forever. Let's go to the quarry. I probably don't need that many pine trees, but you know. It's fine. Everything is fine. And what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna line the kegs up like this for now. Because this is gonna go all the way down to here. That's gonna go 1, 2. You did something, Pika? What did you do? Okay. Hydrate and posture check. Can I... Coffee counts, right? Yeah, good. I'm glad we had that conversation. I'm glad that coffee counts. And now all that connects, that makes me even happier. Although we need a lot more wood for kegs. So I feel like I'm going to have to go to the island, and I did not accept a quest from Mr. Queese, so... Your coffee? No, it's my coffee. I think. Maybe. Who knows? It may be mine, it may be yours. What do I need for an obsolete? Do I just get an obsolete now for the island? Or do I save up for the gold clock? Get the gold clock and then worry about the rest? That is the question. What do I even need for an obsolete? So 10 iridium bars. Wait, please tell me I was saving bananas. I don't think I was. I need 10 bananas. Which I don't think I have. Never mind. No obsolete for us. We'll just go to the island. It's okay. It's okay. Iridium Crobus is the cutest thing. I thought also, oh wait, brother, I thought you were gonna start your beach farm on your stream. This is just false information. Farming. No, but he will be. So if anyone wants to follow, please go give my brother love and follow him. He will be streaming very soon. We are not sure what he'll be streaming yet. Maybe you could do a modded Stardew run. That would be fun. What do you mean you haven't broken it? They're having a baby live on stream. And now I'm gonna kill it, and I feel really bad. Thank you for the head pat speaker. Oh my god, he came out of nowhere. Dude. That was very mean. We have more spaces to fill here, so... My horse! Oh, it's fine. I'll call him. I shall call him. Oh, so you want to break the game? But then, are you gonna do another playthrough when they release 1.7, whenever 1.7 releases? I am so excited for 1.7, even though I haven't fully completed this yet. You sent me a little something, or you sent my brother a little something? Ooh, fun. I will check after stream. I know I need to get repo as well, don't I? Is it repo or repo? And then cry and play with you. Repo? Or repo? I can't remember what the second answer was. Oh, I know, I'm so excited for Haunted Chocolatier. But I want to play through of modded before I even, you know. That was my one inspiration for playing this and getting perfection on stream. Repo, okay. I still need to get that so that, yeah, I can play. Although, Pika, I'm a giant baby, so if it is even the slightest scary, I will cry my eyes out. That's a word of warning. I think I should probably stop putting stuff like that in there too. There's a game, brother, also that I have it, and I think we're on family shared on Steam, and you might like it. Hannah, hello, welcome back in. It's called Sunhaven. I think you might like that one. Can I pet that dog? Oh, the bookseller. I love. What time does he go? Is he still there? Where's my horse? Ding 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 dun 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 dun. Though I need to grind Overwatch after this because yeah, the battle pass. Sunhaven, yeah. We're family shared, right? So I think you should have access to it. Buy books. What books don't I have? I have that one. I think do I have them all? I just don't have that one. Is this even worth it? Do I know? How do you know if you know all the recipes? Okay, I'll just buy it. It's fine. I learned 50,000 and 3 new recipes. Okay. It's fine. I've got them now. You can hardly read the names of the book. I can never either. It's fine. I think that was the last book I needed. Yeah. Now I just need these 2 things, whatever they are. And I need... God. How the hell do I make pickles? Of course I want to destroy people. Why would I not want to destroy people? Yeah, but what preserve jar? Do I put in like a cucumber or where do I get a cucumber from? Okay, rancher. Which one? Rancher, right? And shepherd. Oh, Santa's here! No hesitation. I just know I need to make pickles because of the Stardew app thing. We have to see Santa. Fishing info. Yeah, a pickle's basically a cucumber, right? Thank you for treating Nyrax and hydrating Nyrax. I'm sure he appreciates it. Fortune teller. Okay, the spirits hate us. That's a vibe. Love that for us. Child. But can you even grow cucumbers in this game? I didn't think you could grow cucumbers in this game. Whee! Whee! Oh, okay. So, like a pickled cabbage or something. Oh, I think I got rid of all my cabbage stuff. Can I do it for a broccoli? A pickled broccoli. Doesn't that sound delicious? Pickled pumpkin? That sounds even grosser. Ewy. Oh wait, no, bananas. I need 10. That's the wrong door. I'll get it right one day, guys. I promise. You'll all be very proud of me. I need to make wild seeds. How does one make wild seeds? I don't know if I have any of that stuff. Redeeming effect. Thank you, Hannah. Okay. The gravity of a blue whale's heartbeat is so massive that it can be detected in the water up to 2 miles away. And its tongue alone can weigh as much as an entire adult elephant. I love facts. I would love to see a whale one day, but I'm scared of the ocean. So I'm not sure if that will ever happen. Yes, wild seeds. Wait, is it wild seeds I need? Hold the front door. Wild seeds. Any. Yes. Those. I made them. That's the thing, but I would love to do, like, diving. I watch people do deep sea diving, even though it terrifies me. And just... I'd love to do it. And I'd love to go and, like, help clean up coral reefs and stuff. I'm just a giant baby. I actually don't know where my watering can is. It is so freaking scary. I need more of that. Okay. Just imagine seeing, though, like, a whale. Must be magic. Why am I going in here? Khaleesi, put your brain in your head. You don't have to water... God damn it. I'll put it on there anyway, just in case. Because this is me. Okay, now we can go to the festival thingy majiggy mabobby. Hi, boo boo. Let's go. Curse you, Pam. Interesting. Okay. Where's Vincent? Where is the little scoundrel? What the hell is my child doing? If you can hear my dogs, I'm so sorry. Where's Vincent, man? Oh, there he is. I'm just blind and he's small. Oh, so it's you. Ah, a rabbit's foot. Thanks. You're welcome. Oh, we're summoning the puppers. Let's go. There they are in all their glory. You love dogs, Hannah. Oh my god. Shane got me? Hi. So, I'm your secret gift giver this year. Well, open it. It better not be a fucking pizza. It's a blackberry cobbler. Okay, that's good. They take ages to grow, but only give you tea leaves in the last week of each month. I never place them inside the greenhouse, so I'm not sure if it's that different. I'm only doing it for the shipping thing. So I don't really mind how long they take, I just thought I would do it. Oh my god, it's Will. Hello. And also, this game is not weird. It's delightfully whimsical. Do not insult me and all of my viewers. Mm-hmm. You saw a cute puppy today? How cute are we talking? Oh, a small ridgeback. That's so cute. I love ridgebacks. I just love dogs in general. My three are my little angels. Although they're not angels, they're devils. Oh, it's Clint's birthday. I don't like Clint. Okay. Does Vincent like us? Okay, we're 1 from 10. That's good. Everyone else still hates us. Okay. I shall look up the stream. Thank you. Do 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 do. I feel like Clint would want a picture of Emily for his birthday. You have one child as well, a dash hound. I love dash hounds. They are so freaking cute. I just love dogs in general. Yeah, well, I tried doing that, but even looking at a calendar, my brain was like forgetting. So it's probably going to take me another God knows how long. But I'm not in a rush, so it's fine. She says as she cries. Yeah, well, Will, you're weird. And that's okay. I mean, I have a tattoo with my best friend, but it's not a couple's tattoo. It's not like yours. You have a... Oh, that's so cute. What's yours of? I've booked... Well, I've got a tattoo on the 29th, which I need to remember. Brother, you need to remember that. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget. Mine is like... It's, because me and my best friend both love books. We have like an open book and like flowers exploding out of it with sparkles. I think we're gonna get another one with song lyrics. Yeah. And then I've booked in for another one in July, but that's with my brother. I do want to get a matching, like, cool matching brother-sister tattoo with my brother, but we'll see how he goes with his first tattoo before I go getting him to have loads more. And then in December, I've booked in for my next, like, leg tattoo. It's gonna be another big leg tattoo, but I don't mind. It's gonna take me... I've booked it for it to all day, so yeah. I'm very excited. You have a book in it? Yeah, but yours is like another weird one. Well, it's not weird, it's just weird with your circumstances. I got a new tattoo just last Saturday. It's something with moon and sun and sparkles. Oh, that's so cute! I just love tattoos. Tattoos are just great. Well, you see, you say that, brother. You say that. Although Mum was fine when she had hers, so I think you'll be fine. I fall asleep, so I'm good. I will snore. And I have no shame. If that's what you want to think, well, you go with that. That's fine. What haven't I made? Oh God. I am not looking forward to cooking. Oh wow, they're star quality. Love that for me. Banana pudding, okay, whatever. Lots of things can go wrong with being blindfolded. Lots and lots. Like, I don't think there's anyone apart from my brother that, or my mum maybe, that I would trust giving me a blindfolded tattoo. Yeah, I remember when I got my piercings. I don't have them anymore. Because my college made me take them out, but... Like, they didn't even hurt. I have a high tolerance for pain. So people will be like, did it hurt? And I'll be like, no. And then they'll have it done and be like, oh my god, that was the worst pain ever. But then with small things, like, I'm a baby. If I click or stub my toe, I cry like a baby. What was I gonna do? Whose birthday was it? Clint's. So I forgot to get him a gift. Yeah, you have what I like to call baby tattoos, Will. I want one going up my spine. Well, my one in December, I'm gonna be sat there from like 9 a.m. until whatever time, like 5. But I'm honestly so excited. You're getting a gift tomorrow from your friend who I'm not okay. We'll find Clint. Tell us what kind of gift, Will. But then, is it really a gift if you already know about it? Oh, Lord. It's from Stray Kids. Where is this damn man? Does anyone know where Clint goes? Is he watching Emily from a bush? It's like a little character from Stray Kids, Hannah. And Stray Kids is a K-pop group. Where is Clint? There he is. He's a weirdo. Here. I don't usually get birthday gifts. You're welcome, Clint. Yeah, you don't need to know anything about them. It's okay. They're just like with Korea, like with the K-pop group bands, you know, they usually have like little characters or creatures that sort of represent them. I guess you could say. That's what a schizo is, basically. I have 2. Honestly, Will, at this point, you two just, like, tell her to just dump her boyfriend, and then you can both be together. Yeah, I have Bang Chan, and I have Felix. Jesus. And they're cute. I need to get him something. I just don't know what. Why are you not growing quickly? Like, I know BTS have their own little figure things as well, I think. Well, when I was there, I saw loads of girls with them on their bags, so I'm assuming. Oh my god. Oh god. Honestly, Will. I have no words for you. You South Africans are weird. That's all I'm gonna say. Men. You men. Where is my cheese? I kind of feel like I need to put one of each vegetable in the fridge thing. Tomato. Tomato. Why men? I don't know. Men. Just men. In general. Spring onion. That. Maybe that. That. Okay. Nothing, brother. You're fine. I think. Maybe. Who knows? I'm just stocking my fridge. Wait, where's my other fridge? Does this fridge connect to the other fridge? Because I have many items to put in. There we go. Oh my god, did you just genderize my brother? Okay, I can make a tortilla. Let's go. That's one tortilla made. What else can I make? That. Let's go. And a burger. Oh, I've used all my Quee seasoning. Plum pudding. Let's go. Okay, that's more food I've made. I am a professional. Yes, Will, you genderized my brother. He may be he might be an alien, you know? Which he is kind of an alien, but you know. It's fine. I think my brother's confused as heck. He's like, what the frickin' heck is going on? Or he just zones me out. You are! You're an alien. I always say that. You have to be cool and I don't know, to be an alien. And you have to get abducted. Abduction and cool. Honestly, Hannah, I am an alien. I always feel like an alien. It's fine. It's okay. We all need someone to abduct us, Will. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end the stream. We are gonna also raid someone today, I do believe. Let me see if I can put a song on. Okay. Let's see who we can raid today. It's not my fault you just got here. Okay. It is. We're gonna go ahead and raid. We're gonna raid someone who I have been watching for a long time. She's great. Thank you all for joining, and I'll be back on Saturday. It's our usual schedule from now on, so